I make it my ambition to preach the good news, not where Jesus Christ has already been named, so that I may not build on someone else's foundation. Romans 15:20. These words are very relevant and meaningful as far as the newly formed Archdiocese of Shamshabad is concerned. This archdiocese is spread over 17 states and 3 union territories, where approximately 61 crores of people live. So this archdiocese has the maximum possibility of announcing the good news where Christ has not yet been announced. Normally, when a diocese is elevated to the status of an archdiocese, different criteria are applied. Its antiquity, its contribution to the ecclesial life, its geographical centrality, its significance. If we think about the Archdiocese of Shamshabad, there is only one advantage, that is geographical centrality. In all other things, this diocese is very new. There is no much antiquity to its credit. This diocese has not made huge contribution to the ecclesial life of the Syro-Malabar Church. This diocese does not have any other types of significance. Then why an archdiocese? Why Shamshabad has become an archdiocese? I would say our diocese has been made archdiocese taking into consideration immense possibilities of evangelization. This is the largest Catholic diocese in India. But when we think in terms of the people, this is the largest diocese all over the world. No other Catholic diocese in the world has such a huge target group. 61 crores of people are waiting to hear the good news. And I believe that the Lord has entrusted me personally and all people of God in the Archdiocese of Shamshabad to carry out the mission of the Lord. In fact, I am really wondering at the things that have been happening in my life. When I joined the seminary in 1994, there was no diocese called Adilabad. But I was ordained for Adilabad diocese in 2007. And later, I was consecrated as a second bishop of this Adilabad diocese. When I was consecrated bishop of Adilabad, there was no diocese called Shamshabad. Later, I happened to be the second bishop of Shamshabad. At that time, it was not an archdiocese. Later, it was raised to the status of an archdiocese, and I have been nominated the first archbishop of this archdiocese. I'm really wondering. I believe that there is a plan. There is a great project that the Lord is expecting from me. Mission is not an occupation for me. Mission is my passion. I live to proclaim the good news. I live to evangelize. And the Lord has given me an opportunity, I believe. And on this occasion, I would like to thank all of you for your constant support and your encouragement all these days. In a special way, I would like to thank all the archbishops and bishops who came to attend this ceremony today. In a special way, I remember with gratitude the father and head of our Syro-Malabar Church, His Beatitude Raphael Tattil, who himself was the first bishop of this diocese. I thank Archbishop Joseph Pamplani and Archbishop Sebastian Wadakil, who were the co-celebrants. In fact, Archbishop Sebastian Vadakil is my own professor when I studied theology in Ruhalaya, Uchen. In a special way, I thank Most Reverend Talakatoti, Joseph Racharao, Bishop of Vijayawada and Secretary of TCPC for his kind words of encouragement. He has been a constant supporter of my ministry, as he mentioned, for almost 10 years. I remember with gratitude Monsignor Andrea Francia, who has come here as a representative of Apostolic Nuncio Leopoldo Girelli to speak on